Azamat Murzakanov and Jared Vanderaa in the heavyweight division. Now, this is going to be a very interesting fight, as it is a short notice one. Azamat Murzakanov originally was supposed to fight Felipe Lins. That fight, for whatever reason, did get canceled. Now, Jared Vanderaa is stepping in on short notice, but it's not going to be in the original weight class that Azamat was supposed to be fighting in. It is moving from light heavyweight to heavyweight. That is a total of 60 pounds greater in total size for his new opponent in Jared Vanderaa, which is definitely going to play a factor. Jared's going to be a heck of a lot bigger, a lot stronger, everything like that. He's just going to have the overall size advantage, but it's going to be on 6-7 days notice, so I don't know if that's enough time for Azamat Murzakanov to get a little bit bigger, keep his size on for the fight, maybe be around 230, 235 pounds to keep the weight decently close to Jared Vanderaa, because there's no way he's gonna go in there on fight night the bigger man against Jared Vanderaa, because Jared's one of those guys at heavyweight that actually has to cut down to the 265 pound limit. He was literally 265 and a half pounds the last time he weighed in, so I don't think Azamat will be anywhere near the same size as Vanderaa, but I believe at fight night he'll be around 230, 235, possibly even 240. I believe he'll have a similar size as Jared Vanderaa, and he's got the grappling advantage, he has that wrestling advantage, undefeated fighter at light heavyweight, beating some crazy guys over there in the Russian scene, beating Andre Muniz by a first-round knockout, by far his most notable win, as if you look at those light heavyweight rankings, I think they might have moved him out of the rankings, but Andre Muniz, I believe a month ago, was at the number 15 position in the light heavyweight division. This man knocked him out in 50 seconds. Absolutely insane. Then he beats Mohammed Fakhreddin also by knockout. This dude is also an absolute beast over there inside of Brave CF. Then after that, he beats Matthew Scheffel and on Dana White's Contender Series. Was supposed to fight Marcin Prokhnio, then was supposed to fight Felipe Lins. Both fights fall through, and now he's fighting Jared Vanderaa. I'm going to go Azamat Murzakanov to win. I have not been impressed by the takedown defense of Jared Vanderaa, even though he's going to be a lot bigger of an opponent than Azamat Murzakanov in this fight. Sergey Spivak was a smaller opponent, 245 pounds to 265. He was a much smaller opponent than Jared Vanderaa, still was able to go out there, take him down, and TKO him. Alexander Romanov, of course, is going to be a lot more of a bigger opponent, but if a guy like Sergey Spivak can go out there at 245 pounds and out-wrestle, out-grapple, get the TKO, I don't necessarily think Azamat's going to be the same size as Sergey Spivak, but I do believe he is the better wrestler and grappler than Sergey Spivak. So I think he goes out there, just pressures the heck out of him. He does it very well, where he gets his opponents back to the cage, throws some really big shot to close that height and reach advantage, double leg takedown, and then ground pound the heck out of you. Those are the only two ways Vanderaa has lost inside the UFC, has been by ground pound TKO. I'm definitely going to be predicting another ground pound TKO here. I find it very hard to see this fight going any other way than a knockout. Either whoever wins the fight is going to be a knockout, and I think Azamat will put on a little bit more weight, as he does have 6, 7, maybe even 8 days. We don't know when the fight was announced, so we don't know how much time Azamat has had to prepare for the new opponent, but I know he's putting on the weight. He's not going to have to make any weight cut whatsoever, so he'll be around 230, 235, maybe even more. He's obviously not going to be as big as Jerry, but he's got the wrestling, he's got the grappling, and I think he gets a TKO here. My prediction, Azamat Murzakanov by a ground pound TKO in the second round right there. Very good fight in the the heavyweight division. Really good fight right there, but I got Azamat by ground pound TKO.